Shalom. I'm Ruth, and I'm here to tell the whole world that YAHUAH is the greatest, awesome, kind, and compassionate one. He is sovereign of the universe, the Most High Creator of the universe, our Father, YAHUAH. He showed up at our Passover. We've been doing the Passover for like 22 years. Every year, as commanded in the scripture in Exodus, to eat the bitter herb and the lamb and the matzah, which is the unleavened bread, at the Passover at Seder. So we did all the preparation for our Seder. My son, he grated the horseradish, the herb, because there's a bitter herb. This is the horseradish root. So we grated the root to be the bitter herb on our Seder plate when we did the observance. So we did all the preparation, and I tasted the bitter herb that my son was grating, and it was so bitter it made my mouth was like on fire. It was just so hot. And I thought to myself, I don't know about giving the people this bitter of an herb because it was so bitter. That root was just so bitter. So I made sure that there was water nearby for everyone. So the time came in the program for us to put together the lamb, the roasted lamb, and the bitter herb, which is a horseradish, on top of the matzah, which is unleavened bread. So when we put it together, and I thought to myself, this is going to be hot. This is going to burn. So after we spooned the horseradish onto the unleavened bread, everyone did it during the service. And to my surprise, the bitterness was gone. I warned them, don't put too much of the herb on the cracker, on the matzah, because it is really strong. It will burn your mouth. But everyone just put it on, they just put it on, and it came to the time for us to eat it. So we ate the bitter herb on the matzah, and to our surprise, the bitterness was gone. Only the Almighty could have done such a thing. He took the bitterness from our horseradish. He took the bitterness out, and it was mellow, it was sweet, and we're like, what does this mean? Bitterness, which is Mara in Hebrew, is for slavery, a bitter life. When the people were in slavery, it was hardship. It was under a hard taskmaster, and they were under a whole lot of oppression. Spiritually, today we are still in slavery, and the oppressed is the devil himself. And many people are oppressed, either sickness or health, doesn't matter. They have some type of bitterness in their life. Yah has shown us through obedience to his word, to do his will, that he will turn our bitterness into sweetness, like he did in the book of Exodus 15, when the bitter water was turned sweet. He said if we walk in his way and keep his commandments and do his will, then he will not put the diseases on us as in the world. He's a covenant-making Elohim. He loves us unconditionally, but he wants us to obey him. For 27 years, my family and I were walking in obedience the best we can. Being a human being, we're not perfect, we make mistakes, but we tried to follow what he says and his commandment the best we could. And one day, during the Passover observance, because he commanded us to keep it, so we kept it, he